Hello there guys, and welcome back to another video in X-Plane 11. Yes, we're back in X-Plane 11. Well, it's been a long time since I made a video, but it's been an even longer time since I made an X-Plane video. So, yep, here I am, back now, in X-Plane. This is the FlightFactor 767 that we're looking at right now. You've seen me, or if you've seen the video, you've seen me fly the FlightFactor 757 V2. I flew out onto Paphos, if you remember, like in the middle of last year. And the 767 is it's sort of very similar in the sort of avionics quality of it. It's a bit lacking in the terms of the exterior model. I mean, it's alright, but well, it's got nice reflections and everything, but yeah, it's not quite as good as the 75 V2s. But yeah, we're in the British Airways livery today, down at Rome. We're going to climb up to Heathrow. This is Speedbird 551 today. Same flight number as call sign. We're on VATSIM, although there's no traffic around us, no control or anything at the moment. There probably will be later on in the flight though. It's just gone 1:30 here in the UK. Well, that's also Zulu time, and I think Rome's an hour ahead of us, so it's 2:30. And as it's currently like the middle of winter, the sun is quite low in the sky. But yeah, I thought we'd start somewhere hot, or, well, I suppose not that hot down here, it's 13 degrees, but it's warmer than the UK. And we fly up to the UK. This is one of the short haul flights that BA actually do in the 76. That's all they only have a few left, and they only use them for short haul operations now. So yeah, anyway, as usual, I've prepared most of the cockpit and everything. Like, I've put the route in the FMC. We'll actually get rid of the ground handling stuff now. So it comes to control panel, and I think, yeah, it's just loaders we've got to get rid of. I'll just hide them. Then I need to shut the doors, and I'll shut the main door as well. So jetway can go. Now there's not a button to get rid of it, so what I like to do is come up here, go into like this plugins window, and just disable it, and then it retracts. Or it should retract if it has. Yes, yeah, cool, awesome. So we're on APU power at the moment. I'm gonna pressurize all the hydraulics. I'm not quite sure the sort of procedure in the 767. I'm just going to put them all on. There we go. And I'm going to push the start soon. So let's get the better push back up. Now, if you haven't seen me use this before, it's basically a freeware plugin for X-Plane that lets you basically draw out where you want to be pushed back. So I can use like the mouse wheel here to scroll and turn my aircraft, and I position it on the line about there. That'll do. And then if I enter, that confirms the route. And then I come up here and go start pushback, and it freezes and makes you think it's crashed for a few seconds, but then it doesn't. And you wait for the tow to drive up, or the tow pushback tug. Yeah, that's the word. This is just the one that comes with X-Plane there, so it's probably going to drive through him, sadly, but whatever. Alright, so let's come down to the FMC, make sure everything's in, which, yep, it is. We can put the auto brake to RTO. Parking brake is currently set. We can get all the fuel pumps on, none in the centre, no, none in the centre. Belts are on. We'll put the anti-collision light on. Generators, I don't know, would they have these on prior to starting? I think they might. That's why I tend to do it in the 7.5, so I'll do it in this.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Awesome. Get the second engine page open here. I can remove the chocks, GPU and the chocks, like that. We've got 2000 set. Oh, we're not on 1228 though. 122 decimal 8. That's 1218. There we go, 1228. There's no traffic around, but just in case it was. You see now it's lifting the aircraft up. Look at that line, it's sort of moving.
So connected and bypass been inserted. Right. Release parking brake.
Release the brake.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Awesome. So we can turn both packs off. All the bleeds are where they should be. So we will start engine number 2. So standard sort of older Boeing thing, wait for it to get to 25% N2 and then flick the fuel in. Watch the engine spool up as we run over a load of ground handling things. Rip catering truck. Oh, you look like he was slowing down. I thought he was going to stop for a second then. Alright, 24, 25, fuel in. Yeah, so I was going to say apologies for not uploading a video in a while. I sort of got out of my sort of flow of doing it. But I'm hoping to sort of make more videos now. Yeah, I don't know. I like if I sort of like have a flow going and then something happens to like stop me. I don't seem to have the motivation to sort of pick it back up. If you know what I mean? It's weird. And that's what happened last time, and it happens a lot. If you've been a long time subscriber to this channel, you know that I take a lot of breaks and stuff. So apologies about that. I have actually, let's start engine 1 while I'm talking. I have also been doing other stuff. I have been developing some X-plane scenery. If you know, if you follow me on Twitter, I developed a Rovniemi scenery for X-plane. That for completely freeware and everything. I'll leave a link in the description. And at the moment, I'm currently developing an East Midlands scenery for X-plane as well. So yeah, but that's what I mean. I've been busy with other stuff. Okay, 25, fuel in. I can hear this like weird clicking. I don't know if you can hear that. Like that. I don't know if you heard it then. Maybe it's not coming across in the video. It's kind of annoying. It's like interference almost. Weird. Alright.
Operation complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Now the sun should be setting as we arrive into Heathrow. It may have already set because the sunset's quite early nowadays. So we should have a nice sunset arrival. I do actually have Ortho 4XP scenery into Heathrow, like over London and everything, like over the whole UK. So hopefully we'll see some of that. We might not though if it's night. We'll see. And then I have Aerosoft Heathrow. This is just some freeware Rome. I think I've used it before in a video. Okay, that's a good start on both engines. So actually we'll wait until, I think I need to give it a bit of throttle. I've had this problem before. You can see the like pressure warning here. If I give it a little bit of throttle,
Disconnected. Bypass bin
not much, just let the engine spool me.
Right. Well, see you next time and have a safe flight.
I think I've had it before where it just takes a bit to pressurise from the engines. There we go, light's gone off now, nice. Alright, packs can come back on. We'll turn the APU bleed off, APU gen off, and I need to stump up power then, and the APU off. We can put starters to continuous, which are 2 scrolls. We will put the taxi lights on. Actually we should do a control check first, so full left, should do it from the wing view. Full left, full right. And then I might as well just do the elevator from in here. Pull up, pull down, and then I can get my pedals to work. They're a bit dodgy. Full left, full right. Check. Awesome. We'll get rid of that. We can set flaps 5, I believe, for departure. Here, which is 2 notches. And they'll come down now. slowest moving flaps I've ever seen. Passengers very loud. Okay, so we will get the APUs off now. I'll come and put the taxi and turn-offs on. I'm going to arm LNAV and VNAV and the auto throttle. Auto brake is RTO. Ooh, let me just put the weather radar on now. So weather on this side, and then terrain on this side. We're taking off on runway 25. We've just pushed back off the mic now, so I think I'll take it off mic, and then we'll go left here onto Bravo, I believe. Oh no, onto Hotel. Yeah, taxiways are weird here. We'll just basically take it up straight forward to 25, and then we've got basically a straight out departure. So, release the parking brake. Oh, one thing I didn't do, which I always seem to forget in this aircraft, is trim. I don't know I'm going there. So, trim is 2.2 units, which isn't much of a deviation from what we had already. Right, now we can release the parking brake and get moving. We'll put this clock on. Right, can I set my panel lights on? The sounds in this aren't too bad. They sound alright. Not as good as some other aircraft, but they're not too bad. Okay. On to Bravo. Are they hay bales over there? Yes, they are. And there's hay bales at the side of the runway. Who knew? And the weather radar is currently on test, so we can monitor. But what? I think that's because I've got, yeah. Basically, there's mountains, well, there's hills you can sort of see in the distance, and because I had the weather radar not tilted up, it was picking them up. I'm actually using Reshade for X-Plane at the moment. If you don't know what Reshade is, then you probably do, but it's this plugin that sort of, I don't know, it changes the way it looks. Like if this is with it off, everything just looks sort of a bit dull. This is like default X-Plane. With it on, it sharpens everything up. Well, the preset I've got anyway. And it makes the night lighting look a hell of a lot nicer at night. I think Q8 Pilot has done a good video. So either Q8 Pilot or Thomas Rasmussen, one of them has done a good video on how to set it up. So if you search like how to set up Reshade for X-Plane, their video will probably be top. That's what I learned it from anyway. Yeah, so about this flight, BA sometimes operate this in the 76. They do multiple flights down here to Rome and back, obviously. And I think it's only one of them's in the 76. But yeah, that's our only option in X-Plane at the moment. The FlightFactor A320, made by the same people who made this, is sort of on the horizon. You may have seen other YouTubers have it. I do not have it. Because they did like a open beta thing where you could buy it for like an hour or something, but I wasn't around in that hour, so I didn't get it. So unfortunately I'll have to wait until release, unless someone from FlightFactor is watching and they want to let me buy a beta copy. Most appreciated. Probably not going to happen though. Worth a try. It's a nice steady taxi out. Alright, this is Bravo Alpha 1 next up. I believe... Shall we take that? Yeah. Yeah, we'll take this. So, line lights on, strobes on, TAR rate, Bravo Alpha 1. Ah, yes, this is the threshold. Nice. Check the approach, which is clear here and clear on TCAS. Pull onto the runway. I don't know, would they take the taxi and turn off lights off? I thought like they would, but I'll do that when I'm in the air. No arm. Now, you may notice the runway textures look a bit bad. That is because I updated X-Plane and I've forgotten to put the FlyJSim ones back in. Whoops. Alright, well anyway, we'll start the clock. I'm going to actually press heading select because I don't want to do that. That's a bit messed up. And spool the engines. And thrust. Now it'll increase. I'll nose down a bit. That's 80 knots, throttle blocked, that's what we want. And that is extremely loud. I'll turn that down when I get in the air. V1 and rotate. Alright, say positive rate of climb, gear up. Nice. Jesus, that is loud. Turn that down. Actually, turn it down here as well. There we go. I was not expecting it to be that loud. Alright. Now, no flaps 1 and flaps up actually already. Climbed quickly. Alright. So we'll keep it at 10. It wants to make us turn. Yeah, I'll turn. Yeah, it's on L now, so seems like it should be alright. The avionics can be a bit dodgy in this at times. They mostly seem to work okay though. Yeah, they seem alright most of the time. It just sometimes has a bit of issue with directs. But other than that, it works quite well. Alright, yeah, on the flight director, it feels quite nice to fly as well. I think it feels better than the 757 to fly. I don't know if like the actual aircraft does or something, but this feels better. Alright, we've shot past the altitude I set here. I'm going to put the autopilot on, and okay, that's weird. And we'll do LNAV and VNAV. Put this up to cruise, which is 320 initially, then I think we're going up to 360 in a bit. But I might not, I'll see. Okay, gear 2 off. Auto brake is turned itself off. We'll sync the heading up to the radial that we're taking. We might as well turn all the turn-offs and landing lights off because it's daytime. QNH can go to 1013 3 times over here. Ooh. Oh, there we go, right. 1013 set across all of them. And we're away. We're on our way to Heathrow. Okay, so welcome back. We just on the descent now into Heathrow. We're on the Begin for Bravo arrival for runway 27 left, taking ILS. We're just passing. Oh, okay, clouds. Yep. We're just passing 150 now. We're a bit above our glide. We're a couple of thousand feet above our glide, so I'm gonna put my speed brake to half. So a wing view and have a look. Ooh. Yeah, it's lagging a bit as it loads the clouds in. Look at that, that is stunning. So yeah, as you can see, we've got a nice sunset. So yeah, that's nice. Probably about 10-15 minutes to go until we land. So yeah, nice. You can see, you might see my ortho scenery there. Ooh. Yeah, ignore any little stutters it has. That's just as it's loading in the scenery for London. There's quite a lot of scenery for London, obviously. So yeah, it stutters a bit as it loads in. It should be alright once we're sort of closer though. It may go a little bit laggy. We'll see. Right, seatbelt sign can come on. Should have really gone on a bit earlier, but whoops. We're just coming up on. There we go. We're on our glide now, so we'll slow the speed brake. I want to do Dragon Hide. Go away. Can that kill it? No. Right. So, init ref. ILS is 109.5. We can put that in here. 109.5. Oh my god, this is just dying. Oh, this is horrible. Always does this when you're flying to London. And then once it's practically loaded everything in, it just sort of settles again. Alright, okay, yeah. Just waiting for those frame rates still. Okay, so 109.5 is in, course is 270. We can set that down here as well. 270. Are we actually above the spin? We are a bit, okay. Speed rate can come out a little bit. Alright, so we're going to land with, we'll do flaps, yeah, we'll do flaps 30, just to be sure. Prog, so yeah, descent forecast, 060 is already in, nice. The QNH on the ground is, I'm not sure, let me get the meta up. Okay, so QNH is 1006 on the ground. So we'll set that when we get to the transition level. We're going to land with auto brake 3. Maybe that's a bit much. Okay, I'll do 2. Yeah, let's try it with 2. We can always bump it up if we don't seem to be stopping in time. Now, the sort of arrival like waves us around like that, sort of like S-bends. That's sort of standard arrival into the 27s in Heathrow. As I said, this is the Begin for Bravo. We can set the minimums, which is 277. So I'll set that down here. We'll do 280 because yep, you can only do it in 10s. I feel like my camera's like, I don't know, it feels a bit low. I'm not seeing much out the window. But like, I want to see my instruments. It's weird. It's because the instruments are so like, I want to say tall. You know what I mean? Like they're just 2 on top of each other, rather than just 2 by the side. So I actually have the camera angled quite far down. So that's what that's about. And I could have it more zoomed out, but then I'd barely be able to read them. So yeah. Okay. No control on at the moment, I don't think. Let me just refresh that spy and have a look. Yeah, still no control. There's 4 aircraft currently on the ground at Heathrow. As for arrivals, good news is I don't think there's any. Yeah, there's no arrivals that are a similar distance to me, which is good. Okay, awesome. Right, I'm gonna get the legs page up. I may actually. No, okay, I'm just gonna leave it. I thought I'm gonna be vectoring myself, but I don't want to be infringing on other airspace. because London is a bit busy at the moment. There's no like control on or anything, but still. Alright. Bring the heading round. So. These clowns are really nice. There's some freeware ones I got off the Explain forum, and they're really nice. The sky textures are just default, although reshade, as I was speaking about earlier, does sort of change them. Oh, hello! Is that an A380? No, it's an A320. I don't know if it's EasyJet. Just like silhouette though. Hello. Very close. I don't know what he is. I think I need a BAA 320 to split. Just departed from Heathrow. Yeah. And maybe it was a bit close for comfort. Alright. I'm gonna put the vertical speed on just to make sure I get down in time. I would put some range rings on, but the last time I put range rings in this aircraft, I went to click them in and the whole thing crashed. And yeah, it was a 6-hour flight down the drain. So I kind of don't want to be doing that. So I think I'm just gonna leave it. Might not have been that, but yeah, don't want to risk it. There's London, you can see. And you can see the O2 Arena, London City Airport, Canary Wharf. I don't know what that building's meant to be, but there's the Gherkin. London Eye. Nice. Okay, I'll keep the speed brake out. We just bring it off vertical speed, bring it to 2k a minute. Okay, 6,000. We can set 1006. I tell you, that's the most annoying thing about X-Plane. Like when you go to scroll something, and because it does the view as well, it like zooms you in when if you miss it. It's annoying. Alright. Hopefully LNAV will bring us around correctly. It seems to have messed up a bit here, but yeah. We might end up shooting for the localizer. Might have to be careful. I think what I'll do actually is I'm gonna heading select it. Bring it to bring it to 080. And then I can bring it myself, and then I'm sort of sure of where it's going. And we might as well put that to max. Okay, you can bring vertical speed back. That should help bring my airspeed back. Landing lights can come on. It's very quiet. They're under the centre of me. We'll turn X-Plane up as a whole. There we go. Some smoke down there. Over a power station. Some chimneys. Nice. Alright. Speed is back, so we'll disarm, well, sorry, not disarm, but we'll stow the speed brake. Alright, what I think I'm going to do, bring it out a bit further. Should get me some more distance from the localizer, so I can bring it back in better. Otherwise I think we'll overshoot it. We're nice and low though, so we should be alright. No, we're sort of clear of other traffic. There's no one else coming in at the moment, I don't think, so no. So we're good. Alright, I'm going to bring it around now. Go to heading 290. Actually, maybe a bit less. Yeah, or more, sorry. Maybe 310. I'll go a bit further out than I thought. Alright. I'm gonna arm the localizer now. There we go, picked it up, heading synced up. Localizer is caught. So now it should start turning us onto it. There we go. Minimums is set. The final approach final approach speed is 133 according to this. I might add a bit onto that. I'll add 5 onto it. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we'll add 5 onto that. It's only a 6 knot headwind, so. Alright, want this to be centralized. Nice. I'm going to arm the approach, which automatically puts all the autopilots on. Ah, and there's Heathrow. We started descent from 2,500 at 7 DME. So, yeah, about here. When the start of the runway gets about here. I'm going to bring the speed back to 200 now, go flaps 1. Can put the nose light on and the 2 runway turn offs. Keep the taxi light off for the moment. Missed approach is, check on my charts, is, once I had 2,000. Alright. Nice. So, 2,000 set. We'll go flaps 5. Arm the speed brake. Speed 180. Flaps 15. Gear down. Oh god, we're too fast for that. It's only just though, and it'll, yeah. We'll set 138 here. And the speed is not coming down. I'm sure the drag should be more than that. Alright. Not got too much experience with this aircraft, as you can see. I'm used to an aircraft like dropping the gear and the speed just drops like a brake, but apparently not. Alright, flaps 20, speed brake stowed now. It's very calmed. Gears down 3 greens. Go flaps 25. And might as well take it all the way to 30. Awesome. Alright. Nice speed. which is just idle at the moment, and my aircraft. Now, the important thing to remember with this aircraft is you don't idle it as early as you do in others. Otherwise, you just one wing will just drop before the other, and you'll smash. Basically, it will not end well. So, let me show you landing. So normally it would get to like 30, and I'd idle all the way. I do bring the speed back a bit when I get to 30, and we are a bit fast.
100.
Let's pitch the camera
50, 40, 30,
and
20,
it throws.
10.
And we're down. It's a bit rough. Alright. Keep it on the centre line. Reverse. Normal. You look how slow it's slowing down. It's fine though, we're off at Terminal 5, so we can keep it going. Alright, it's 80 knots, reverses, retract. Manual braking, turn that to off, and we'll get the aircraft off here. We're a bit quick for that turn. Ooh. Alright. Let's start getting the aircraft cleaned up. The brake seems so weak. Let's bring it around to Alpha. Okay, so flaps are all the way up. We'll disarm the speed brake. We will get the APU running. Taxi light on. Landing lights all off, yep. Strobe can come off. Take the weather radar off. If that like to test maybe. I don't know, that's why it was on. Leave it on weather. And take it on stand. I don't know where they'd park. I think I'll go on sort of this side of Concourse Bravo. And then he went to get GSX to select the stand. Alright. Ooh, wrong button. AP bleed on. AP's just spooling into life now. We'll take my flight directors off to get that approach light out. And the auto throttle as well. Now, unfortunately, this airport does not have dynamic jetways, so I might look at getting on the stand without. Oh, I've taken the wrong taxiway. Lol. Okay, I just got across there. I might look on getting on a stand without a jetway, maybe. Is there any? Don't know. I know there are on some of the concourses, but I don't know if there's any on this side of Bravo. Doesn't look like there is. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll just take it on this next stand here, which is 536 by the look of it. Yep. We'll get the APU gen on. Can take these lights off. Ooh. Okay. There's no marshaller there to blind, so it's fine. Alright, I'll put yep, not a 777. Now, we haven't got a marshaller, so I'm going to have to park from the outside view. Alright, that'll do. So, parking brake on, we're on APU power, so we'll take We'll turn both engines off. We'll go back to standby. We'll depressurize all the hydraulics. Fuel pumps off. I'll leave the packs on because we're on APU. We can release the passengers, allow the stairs and everything to approach, and we'll actually get them up on ground handling. Oh, first of all, I'd like to put the shocks and the GPU on, which means we can turn that clock off, and I should turn my clock off, I don't know. Then we'll get, I don't know, shall I, I'm just going to pretend the jetway is working, and just get loaders up, like that, there we go. And then we can open the doors. So open this door and two baggage doors, and get on external power, and I'll turn the APU off. Alright, so there we go. We're shut down. Baggage is being deboarded, whatever. Can't see any other aircraft here at Heathrow, empty, whatever. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. A little bit different aircraft today, but yeah, I quite enjoyed that. It was an interesting little flight. Well, for this aircraft anyway. So yeah, I do hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you want me to do more videos in this aircraft. Hopefully I'll do a better job of flying it next time, as I am quite new to it. So yeah, I'll hopefully see you in the next video. Bye bye.